I have to tell you, the first time you came on screen, my wife leaned over to me and she's like, "Oh, that's Carl from Love Actually. Him and Sarah should have got together."
My God. Oh, no, that wasn't Carl. That was just the actor that played Carl and now trying to bring, Jesus' teachings and messages and his heart. That was the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know how
Yeah.
females are with Love Actually. They're always going to cling to that film.
Well, actually, it's such a feel good, beautiful film and they play a lot. I think every Christmas they play on TV, so a lot of people love that film. I get a lot of feedback from Love Actually all the time.
Awesome, awesome. Well, yeah, obviously in Ben-Hur you're playing Jesus. Now, the movie is Ben-Hur, but Jesus is never a secondary character. I mean, it's awesome to watch this film in a live audience, and when Jesus comes on the
Right.
scene, especially in the second time we see him, and I don't want to give too much away, but there's this interaction that he has with
Oh yeah,
yeah.
with Ben-Hur.
Yeah, and man, I
Uh-huh.
tell you could have heard a pin drop in that theater. It got like just still and
Right,
quiet,
right.
hanging on every word. So talk a little bit about that person,
Yeah.
what you wanted to bring to the character of Jesus, because man, that's such an iconic, important role.
Nat, to be honest, I cannot look at it as a role. It is because I had, it was my job to portray those scenes, to go through that experience in a film. But I had my own personal relationship with the figure of Jesus, so it was so close to my heart. It was so challenging at the same time, such a personal exploration of my own faith, of my own heart, that I can't even compare to anything else I've done before. That, it comes with the weight of the world. It is a huge responsibility, challenge, but the learning that I'm taking with me forever, it's far greater than any, fear that I had going on, any doubts that, first when I got the offer to play him, of course, I was overwhelmed. I'm like, wow, this is bigger than life, literally. How do I do this? How do I prepare for this? What is the correct way? And there is no answer. There is no correct way. The correct way is doing it with your heart, with your full heart. So that's basically what I try to do. I researched a lot, of course, but my exercise was getting closer, deeper and deeper into my own heart, trying to understand, trying to feel the loving heart of Jesus. As an actor, what you try to do is to dwell in the soul, the body, the heart of the character, to have the opportunity to do this dive in the Jesus heart is an immeasurable gift for my own life. If I could feel a tiny fraction, if I could have a glimpse of understanding of the heart of Jesus, it was like recreating my own heart. I was rewriting my sensitivity. It was a very intense process. And what we try to do with the figure of Jesus in this film is to humanize his figure as much as possible, to try to make him very relatable for modern audiences, and also to try to create a connection between his presence and the audience. For instance, you mentioned the meeting that he has with Ben-Hur in the film, without giving up, what happens. But Ben-Hur does not know that man is Jesus. It's a man practicing an act of kindness, and that is so powerful. And it will be so transformative for Ben-Hur that I think in this film, people have a chance to think about Jesus' teachings through a man's, point of view, which is our protagonist of the film. So it has a very human connection. It really makes you feel in a different way. Usually we are used to see Jesus kind of, teaching, and you look and you say, wow, he's the closest to human perfection. He's the Son of God. He's divine, and I only wish I could be like him. Here, what we try to do is to inspire you that, yes, it is possible. Not easy, but it is possible. It tries to make you feel closer to him. We work hard trying to, create that connection.
Yeah, and it worked because if I could draw on anything, it would be the humanity, which you mentioned, the humanity that you brought to this character and just how relatable. It wasn't him preaching, it wasn't him teaching, it was just his humanity and compassion.
It is definitely a film that is going to be very, very inspiring to people of faith. I think it's a film that portrays faith in a very honest and positive way. I do believe it's a very powerful story with a necessary message for the world we're living in. And I saw the response we've been doing premieres through the world, and the response has been amazing. People, just come out really, really touched, because it is a combination of entertaining. There is, action sequences. It's incredibly, well shot. There's a chariot race, which is incredible, the job they did with that. But it has a lot of heart, and the story is very powerful and just very inspiring. So I highly recommend this experience.
Yeah, as do we, man. Again, appreciate your time, and good luck with it, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much, my friend. You too.